is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is day 4 of 30 days of sketches, as well as my Cut to You design team project. So today's sketch was created by Cheryl Ashcraft, and she is a digital scrapbooker. So this is a digital sketch. Now, I was looking at the background and I was like, I want to use the Make Waves title cut file from Cut to You for this. So you can do any sort of anything in the background to give you that kind of dimension. So I cut out the waves, the whole cut file actually. So you see you get 2 kinds of waves and the title. So I am going to actually use a couple of Distress Oxides. I think the middle one is actually just a Distress ink. So the first one is Prize Ribbon, the second one is Broken China, and the third one is going to be Speckled Egg. So that way it gives me a little bit of a ombre effect to the water. So my pictures are of Bear Lake in Idaho. So Bear Lake actually extends from Idaho to Utah, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It looks like the Caribbean Ocean. It is absolutely stunning. And so we just stopped for half an hour to an hour on our long trek home and got and hung out in the water for a little bit. It was amazing. Like, if I had known about that, I would have maybe made that a longer stay. But we didn't know. It was just something we were going to do. So once I get all of my inking down, I am going to take the actual part of the cut file, which is the waves. So I used the negative, right? I used the negative for my stenciling, and then I am also going to use the positive pieces, and I am going to emboss them with some gold ink. Now, this embossing pad is crazy old, but it seems to work just fine, so I am just going to go with it. So I do the ink pad, and then I'm going to pour some embossing ink on it, and then I am going to heat it up. Now, the embossing pad might be a little dry because I actually need to emboss the waves twice, which you can do after they dry. So you just have to emboss them and then put the embossing pad back over it, and then pour the embossing powder back on, and just repeat the process. And I love how that looks. So the amazing thing with embossing is how when it melts this powder, it just turns into super yumminess. So you can see it's super light. I am trying to show you like the magic happening. Unfortunately, you can see it a little bit, but it is not as much as I had hoped. So I'm going to do one, and then I believe that I go off screen and do the rest. Maybe not. Maybe I was just enjoying it and hoping you were enjoying it. This one you can see a little bit better. This one I think took a little bit more of the embossing ink. You can almost see the embossing or the powder like going off. So here I'm going to try to zoom it in to let you see the magic. This is the second go around, and yes, absolutely stunning. I just love this. I can just totally watch it. So that's why I left so much of this in. So I did the 3 waves. I didn't do the connective waves that come with the cut file. So I have those waves for another project, which is super exciting. Now I'm going to trim down my photos. So I actually have 3 photos. The sketch only calls for 1, So I have one 4x6 of the beautiful lake. And then I have a picture of my husband and the kids and me and the kids. So I trimmed those down and I'm going to put those on the sides. Now, the sketch definitely calls for a diagonal embellishing, and I don't exactly do that. I do have some that goes diagonally, but I also have some that goes, it's just a really full page. So I'm going to trim those down. I'm going to grab this blue paper and I am going to cut and back the make with the blue paper, and I am also going to back my photos. So I decided that I needed a little more embossing, so I am going to go ahead and emboss the title. And then I am going to do just some embellishing with the Maggie Holmes Sunny Days collection. And unfortunately, all of my embellishing, I don't know where it went. So I did an embellishment cluster on both sides of the make, and then on both sides of the small photos, and added a little journaling spot down there to the bottom. So that is going to do it for day 4. So make sure you check out the playlist as well as the Cut to You shop so you can get this super cute cut file. Also check out our Facebook group and the blog. I did do quite a bit of close-ups because I did lose some of that footage. I apologize for that. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I love to hear what you think about embossing. So remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.